Today, we're seizing the opportunity of the warmer weather and embarking on a snow-covered adventure on the trail with 3 other Subarus. As always, my mission is clear: to seek out challenging terrain and push the limits of us and our vehicles. Will we encounter the deep snow drifts that I'm looking for, or navigate smoothly through the serene landscape? Join us on this epic journey to find out. What's up, and welcome back to, well, winter, I guess. It's not really winter out here anymore. It's got snow on the ground, but it's like 5 degrees right now and it's 10 a.m. So I don't know what kind of winter we're getting this year in Alberta, but it's not a super fun one for wheeling with a Forester. And speaking of wheeling with a Forester, we're going to be doing some more off-roading today. We're going to be kind of just testing out the Forester, hopefully finding some snow to get stuck on. We're actually on a pretty familiar trail. If you watched a video from 2021, we explored this. It's called Lost Knife with Austin. But we're here again with the Forester and a couple other Subarus. We got Crosstrek Wilderness and a couple Outbacks. So we'll be kind of exploring this. This trail honestly isn't too hard. You guys have seen we kind of did it pretty easily. In the summer it's worse because it gets really rutted, but with it filled in snow, it shouldn't be too bad. And honestly, I'm not thinking I'm gonna struggle, but I'm gonna try to find some snow to hopefully get stuck in. We'll see. I'm honestly not sure what it'll look like out here because the conditions have been changing week by week. And as you saw in our last snowing adventure, it proceeded to snow and then it proceeded to kind of melt away. So we will see what we can find on the trail. So let's go ahead and hit the trail. As we ventured onto the trail with our convoy of 4 Subarus, I sought out the tougher routes through the rough terrain and deep snow, while the rest of the group stuck to the main path. Traveling over a thin layer of snow allowed us to make great progress as it smoothed out many of the trail's bumps. As we made our way through the serene landscape, we pushed farther into the wilderness and into the forests of spruce and aspens. Yet, even though the snow was sparse, the views were anything but. And well, we're about halfway now, and the conditions are so weird this year. As I said, we've been getting these weird, like, kind of melting and then thawing, melting, thawing, snow, and then it's like 14 degrees. It's just been a weird winter overall, and you can see it on this trail. Places where I expected to be deeper snow, where we did the trail run years ago, and we were actually like kind of plowing through the snow there, nothing. There is dirt there. There's actual mud there. For the middle of February, that's pretty crazy. And then you find places where you guys saw that I was trying to get stuck. I wanted to see if I could work my way out of it, and it's like a very dry, crystally snow, so these tires claw pretty well at it, but the issue is the ground underneath is still frozen. So you just sit there spinning, as you guys saw. So you kind of have to get momentum, and you can tell I need a locker because you should see that the side on the camera side, there was no wheel spin, but on the other side both wheels were spinning. So it just shows open diffs work sometimes, and then there's times you need a locker. But other than that, it's still quite a nice ride. It is quite warm. My car says -5. I don't think it's -5, but I've also been running around with the camera, so maybe I'm just a little bit warm. But it is quite nice. It is Sunday, so it is a little bit busy, but the funny thing is, we haven't seen really any vehicles. We've mostly seen side-by-sides and ATVs. So it's interesting to see that. I think most people spend their time in Transalta, so that's why we're seeing it here. This is still a nice spot, and I'm sure if you wanted, you can look at the maps, and I think there's a couple of side trails that could definitely get you stuck or be a little bit harder if you wanted something like Transalta with kind of the rocks and stuff.
After working my way through the snow with a little bit of back and forth, we pressed forwards, soaking in the clear day. Negotiating the trails, the usually uneven surface was quite smooth, thanks to the snowpack. Even saving the outbacks from scraping their bumpers, something usually unimaginable in the summer on this trail. Allowing us to make it out of the forest and quickly descend down the mountain, making it to the meadows. And after crossing through the meadows and leaving fresh tracks in the snow, we re-entered the forest for one final snowy stretch before reaching the bridge and ascending up to the ridge. There, we paused for lunch, taking in the breathtaking views.
And well, there we go. We have found a spot to have some lunch, and well, the snow is getting really sticky too. It's actually kind of like melting, as I was saying, but you guys might actually recognize this spot in here. Right in this little area right here. We've actually camped with the Forester and with Adrian's Crosstrek a couple of years ago at this point. It's actually still a really popular video, but it was just a nice little gentle like overlanding trip kind of through here. And well, we're back here just for the day and kind of enjoying Lost Knife. Lost Knife is, as I've been saying, it's not a hard trail. Both the Outback and the Crosstrek are doing no scraping at all. It's just because it's been packed in. Once we start to see the summer conditions and when we start to see stuff melt, it's gonna get bad for bumpers again, but right now it's actually not bad. So we've been able to do it with, well, pretty much stock cars. I'm having fun in the Forester, playing in the snow, and well, yeah, this is kind of our nice little view, nice little spot to have lunch. So we're gonna have some lunch, kind of hang out for a bit, kind of enjoy this really beautiful like 5 degrees day in the middle of February before we go ahead, start making our way back and back to the trailhead.
After wrapping up our lunch break, we hopped back onto the trail, ready to have some more fun in the snow on our way back. As we made our way back, we reconnected with our tracks and made our way through the meadows and back into the forest. Taking our time on the return, we explored the shoulder of the trail and made it through the snow with ease, before we took the time to enjoy the drive through the forest. As we continued to make our journey, I spotted an opening with a little embankment that I hope concealed a decent snowdrift. With determination, I went ahead and hit it, only to fail on my first attempt. Undeterred, I tried again and again, steadily gaining more ground until I finally made it up. Following the Crosstrek Wilderness and its X mode made it look effortlessly, and the Outback XT with its extra power spun on its way up. Now nearing the trailhead, we pushed through the remaining snow until we reached the road and aired up.
And there we go. We have made it back to, well, the trunk road. We have got everyone aired up and on their way, and we are just about to hit the road back to Calgary. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a pretty, as I said, pretty chill adventure. We were just kind of checking out the road. We had a couple stock cars, so we didn't want to push it too hard. Thankfully, we were able to find some pretty fun little snow, and we were able to kind of test the vehicles out, and I think that was a lot of fun. I wasn't able to get stuck. Even with the very sticky snow that we have right now, it was still pretty good. So yeah, I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. And as always, if you guys are enjoying the content, don't forget to check out the memberships and Flat 4 Off-Road. But that is going to be it for today, so I will see you guys in the next adventure.